Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. What happens when God's people see His promises through the lens of fear rather than faith? The Israelites learned this lesson the hardest way possible. After escaping Egypt and witnessing miracle after miracle, Israel stood at the edge of their promised land. God commanded Moses to send 12 spies to explore Canaan. For 40 days they surveyed the land, returning with samples of its extraordinary abundance. A single cluster of grapes so massive it had to be carried on a pole between two men. The report? The land flows with milk and honey, they confirmed. But then came the fateful but. But the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Only 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb, saw differently. The Lord is with us, they insisted. Do not be afraid. The people's response? They chose fear over faith, weeping, complaining, and even plotting to stone Joshua and Caleb. God's judgment was swift. Not one of you will enter the land I swore with uplifted hand to make your home, except Caleb and Joshua. An entire generation, everyone 20 years and older, would die in the wilderness. A journey that should have taken days stretched into 40 years of wandering. The cost of their unbelief? Missing their destiny. The very people who saw God part the Red Sea couldn't trust Him to defeat giants. What giants are you facing today that make you feel like a grasshopper? Remember, your perspective determines your destiny. Choose to see through the eyes of Joshua and Caleb, who understood that with God, impossibilities become certainties. If this message challenged you, share it with someone battling fear in the face of God's promises. Subscribe for more biblical insights that transform how we navigate life's challenges. And remember, trust in God isn't just a spiritual concept. It's the gateway to your promised land.